Good morning everyone, welcome back to a new video. It is the very early morning milking, and as you can see, we are just starting to load in the first line of cows. So this is a really dirty cow right off the bat, so I'm just gonna rinse her off. So sometimes a cow will come into the parlor like that, super dirty and gross, and these towels are just not gonna cut it when you want to clean them like that. So we'll spray them off with water once or twice and then let them drip dry, and then we'll go in and clean them off with a cloth, and then they're very clean after that. It's just sometimes they'll be messing around in the barn, sometimes somebody will have peed in the bed and they'll make a nice little mud puddle. This one, it looks like somebody might have pooped in one of the sand beds and she ended up laying in it, or maybe she was just, you know, running around because she's in heat, and sometimes they fall down because they're chasing each other. Could be any number of reasons, but we always try to make sure that the teats are very clean before we hang the milkers under. So here's that same cow again. She's still kind of dirty. So I'll just let her drip off again there, and then she's ready to go after another wipe down. So you can see that there was still a little bit of gunk there. So some people might look at that and say, Nalene, you're going overkill with cleaning those teats and whatnot. But my argument for that is we are creating a food product. We are here to make a good, healthy, great quality product. And the best way to do that is to make sure that the cows are clean. Just having a quick look outside here. It's a little bit hazy this morning. And this is one of our fields of barley that's going to be silaged probably next week. It's getting pretty close to that dough stage where you can squeeze it and a little bit of that stuff will come out. It's not quite there yet, but you can see that they're starting to fill up. So That's gonna be the next round of silaging. And that's probably gonna be like 7 days worth. But enough about that. It's time to scrape the barn. Somebody commented recently that my channel's never gonna grow if I keep showing gross shit because it's disgusting, and this is for you. Been meaning to do a Q&A video, so if you guys have any questions that have been burning in your mind, please drop them in the comment section below so that I can make a Q&A video in the next little while. And it can be, you know, farm related or whatever. I am open to most questions. I guess we have a baby. Let's go get it. Big boy. You're pretty dry already there, bud. There you go. Hey guys, it's a couple days later, and as you can tell, I am back in the swather. We are silaging our barley. We started at about 1 p.m. this afternoon, silaging, and now it's like 10 to 6 in the evening. She's looking sparse and it's drying out pretty quick already. And this is mostly because we again did not get enough rain, just like last year. But also we have a horrendous amount of grasshoppers, and grasshoppers are really bad because they'll eat all the leafy greens off of these plants, and that will significantly bring the tonnage down if you have a lot of grasshoppers. And like I said, we have a lot of them, so our fields are not looking that great right now. We're hoping to get 4 tons to the acre, but we're not sure if we're gonna get that, so we're just gonna see how it goes, I guess. And for this round of silaging, the guards have all been swapped out and the sections have all been swapped out, so everything is a fresh set and it's cutting beautifully, so it's going okay so far. So it's the following day. Last night we had to stop at around 7:30 because a piece of metal went through the chopper, unfortunately, which broke some cutting knives. So this was explained to me last night. There's a roll of knives in the chopper, and then there's one cutting bar somewhere like underneath in there, and these knives work as one half of the scissor, and this cutting bar works as the other half of the scissor. So that's how all of this feed from the swaths that I cut gets chopped up into little itty bitty pieces and put into the truck and then put into the silage pit. So when you get a chunk of metal that goes through there, essentially what happens is it's gonna go through the scissor, but you know, for those of you that have tried it, if you are trying to cut a piece of metal with a scissor, it's gonna chip and blunt the scissor edges. So essentially that's what happened last night with a significantly large piece of metal. So my dad and our mechanic Brent were probably, I think I heard that they were busy till like 1 a.m. and it was a 7 a.m. start. So Brent probably didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, and same with my dad because they are there in the field before I am. So kudos to them for fixing that, because they were up and at it again this morning at around 7, or no, it was 8. We started an hour later than usual, and now we're waiting for Jan to come back to the field because there's an issue now with the computer reading the PTO shaft. So some sort of computer electrical connection isn't working where it makes the PTO shaft not roll or spin. Go switch the tractor out and put that on the chopper and see if that helps. So we're just waiting in the field now. There's one truck waiting over there, and then I'm waiting here just at the end of the field. And it's very strange weather today. It's horrendously smoky. It probably blew in at around 11:30-ish. It was clear this morning, and then I also had a breakdown today at 11:30. We were at the shop fixing this tarp this time because it got full of dirt, so it was kind of hanging down, and then I hit a rock. This rock specifically, it's pretty significant. If you see it next to my head, it was laying flat in the ground, and I hit it basically with this header going this way, and I think it just hooked on the tarp from underneath, and it just dislodged it from the groove. So we've had 2 breakdowns so far today, and yeah, I don't know, it's dry, it's hot, it's smoky, we're breaking down. It's not a good time so far, but we're getting through it. There's always something. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, since we are silaging barley, is what it looks like when it's ready to go. So basically, what you're gonna get with barley is a nice full head of barley, and when it's ready to be silaged, it's in the dough stage. So one of these grains, and you'll squeeze it, and it's a little tough to squeeze, but it's like doughy and it's still moist. So we call this the dough stage. So you can kind of roll that up and it'll just become kind of doughy. And when it's at that point, it's ready to silage. So the heads will start to tip over a little bit if they're really heavy with grain, and they'll be nice and leafy. I'm missing one leaf here. It's probably from grasshoppers eating it. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for as a signifier to be able to silage this stuff. So that's what's happening so far today. Well, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope tomorrow is better. If you guys did enjoy, please like and subscribe and share it with a friend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.